I've been talking about the investments we've been making in social networking, mobility, big data and cloud, and how that's impacting the customer experience within the financial services market. And we're making investments in all those areas with the objective of improving the overall customer experience that our customers will have when they deal with us. We've had a long relationship with the Indian partners and our whole IT agenda. I've been working with some of the majors here now for about 5-6 years, and we've had a very good relationship, a very productive relationship. We've been through some very large programs. We did a massive integration program in the last couple of years, integrating Lloyds TSB with Halifax Bank of Scotland, and that was a massive resource spike, and we were able to utilise some fantastic teams from our Indian partners to execute those programs. So I've had a great experience and support from the team in some pretty tough times, tough projects. And I think going forward, what I'm looking for from our partners here in India is the new trends, the new sort of forces that are coming along in technology with social networking, mobile, information, big data, and cloud. These are new technologies which are really fundamentally changing the way that my business operates. And I need the Indian partners to get ahead of those trends and to recruit people and build large numbers of deep pools of talent to be able to move quickly in these spaces, because the primary reason for me to come to India is just you have such a fantastic resource pool here. And you ought to be able to recruit and large numbers of people with talents and skills that I can't do in the UK, and the numbers that I have in the UK. I mean, you've got 1.2 billion people and we have 65 million in the UK. So just on the weight of numbers, you're going to have an advantage. You're going to have access to many more people with these types of skills. So I think what we need you to do is to evolve from a more of a commoditized coding and testing support partner into something which is much more innovation-led. Spotting the big trends. We can work together on what those trends are, and we can keep the partner informed about how our customers are behaving and evolving. And then we need you to invest and build those innovation skills so we can execute quickly, because the way that the industry is evolving, speed is so important. You've got to have the technology there. It's so intense, the competition is so intense that we need to have access to the right people to build the products and get them to market quickly. And I really need the Indian partners to step up in that space. I think the global MNCs have their Indian presence as well. They grew from being a US-based or a UK-based business into having an Indian execution arm, whereas the Indians are coming the opposite way. They started out with a home base of India, and then they've grown their teams, externally. And I think both of them are very keen competitors, and I think they're both converging to the point where they're going to have strong local teams that understand my business and strong Indian execution capabilities. So I think it's very competitive indeed. I think what I've found is the Indian partners that I have made the investments in onshore people in my geography that are understanding what I'm doing and can react better to what my business problems are more quickly than if they were sitting in India and we were doing a long distance relationship. So they're evolving. They're competing very hard. It's a very competitive market, and I would encourage the Indian teams to continue to invest in people who understand my business.